Right now at noon, the mother of a missing child appears in court today. This is as the search for a 3-year-old continues. Plus, it's on to Michigan and Super Tuesday for GOP presidential contender Nikki Haley after losing big in her home state. What's next on the campaign trail? This is News 3 Now at noon. Good afternoon, everybody, and thanks for watching. I'm Catherine Merck filling in today. We begin with the weather, where we could see some record-breaking temperatures tomorrow. However, we may also see some severe weather move through southern Wisconsin as well. For more, meteorologist Jacob Madison has a look at your first certified most accurate forecast. Jacob?
Yeah, it's very nice outside right now. Really, the only problem is the wind. But as you mentioned, we do have the chance for some storms tomorrow. I'll talk about that in just a moment. But first, here's a look at the Capitol building. Very nice, 53 degrees, but winds are up to around 15 miles per hour. A few other locations are seeing some pretty gusty winds as well. And if we take a look at the red flag warnings across our area, not in southern Wisconsin, but a lot of Iowa and Illinois are under red flag warnings. And just because our area isn't specifically under the warning doesn't mean we don't have the possibility of wildfires to spread. This is really the first time this year that we're going to be dealing with these conditions because it's so mild and the winds are a little bit gusty. Now, if we take a look at some of the current temperatures across our area, a lot of 50s across Dane County. I wouldn't be surprised if we see places get to 60 today. Now, if we don't get to 60 today, 60s are more likely tomorrow as the forecasted high is quite a few degrees above the record. Now, here's a look at the current wind speed. Some areas up to around 20 to 25 miles per hour. So it is a little bit windy, and it's going to continue to be windy as we get into tomorrow. And then we have that alert day for the afternoon and evening. This will mostly be for the far southern portions of the state, especially in southeastern Wisconsin. The further north and west you're located, the less likely you will see the severe weather. But I'll talk more in detail about all of that and give you the timing of the storms coming up a little bit later.
All right, well, thank you so much, Jacob. Schools in the Middleton Cross Plains district will be closed today. All after-school activities are also canceled as the district is looking into a network interruption. In a statement last night, a district spokesperson said the interruption has left some operations unable to fully function. That includes phone and internet services. The district says it's working with cybersecurity professionals to investigate this incident. We have continuing coverage on the search for 3-year-old Elijah Vu. 2 people, including the boy's mother, are in court today. The boy's mother and an acquaintance are facing child neglect charges related to the missing boy. They'll both be back in court. Over the weekend, the search for the boy expanded beyond the initial area to the Wisconsin Dells, which is where Jesse Vang lives. Vang was the last person who authorities think Vu could have been with. According to prosecutors, Vu's mother, Katrina Bauer, gave the boy over to Vang for disciplinary reasons. Vu's extended family says that it's too soon to point fingers.
We're not going to rule anything out, but we're not going to, just come out and put blame on one particular person and say they did this or that when nobody really even knows anything yet.
Both Bauer and Vang are facing charges of child neglect. We'll keep you updated on channel3000.com with any updates to come out of the court case and the search for Elijah. A Fond du Lac man will spend the rest of his life behind bars for killing a woman back in 2022. A jury found Gary E. Davis guilty of multiple charges, including 2 court filings. Jacqueline Rooney's body was found with 14 stab wounds and several blunt force injuries to her head in her apartment. The first-degree homicide conviction means that Davis must spend life in prison as part of the minimum sentence for that crime. Former President Trump's bid to win the GOP presidential nomination appears stronger than ever, but his one remaining opponent, Nikki Haley, is not ready to quit. Nicole Skanga has the latest from Washington, D.C.
Nikki Haley campaigns in Michigan today, vowing to fight on despite another big primary loss to former President Donald Trump, this time in her home state of South Carolina. The former UN ambassador still insists she can beat Trump.
They can say Donald Trump won. I give him that. But he, as a Republican incumbent, didn't get 40% of the vote of the primary.
Haley is now on a 10-day nationwide tour with more than 20 campaign rallies and fundraisers.
An even bigger win than we anticipated, and
for his part, Trump has now swept 4 straight primaries by double digits.
I have never seen the Republican Party so unified as it is right now.
But comments the GOP frontrunner made Friday night to conservative black voters are still drawing attention on the campaign trail. Trump claimed his dozens of criminal indictments are boosting his standing with black voters.
We've all seen the mugshot. And you know who embraced it more than anybody else? The black population. It's incredible.
The co-chair of President Biden's campaign blasted the comment as moronic and just plain racist. President Biden is also on the ballot in Michigan Tuesday, but without a major Democratic challenger, some progressives are urging voters to choose an uncommitted option, to register their complaints about the president's handling of the Israel-Hamas war. Nicole Skanga, CBS News, Washington.
Coming up later at noon, do you have a question or concern about plants in your garden? Send us questions via email to tips@channel3000.com. Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company is going to join us later in the show with the answers. Again, that's tips@channel3000.com. We're looking out for your questions. Still ahead for us this afternoon, another airline is raising its fees for checked baggage, plus how AT&T says it's making up to customers impacted by last week's outage. That's coming up in the Money Watch report.
My name's Paul, and I'm always happy to help you try to find that right garage door for your house.
We had an idea of what we wanted, but when you actually see it, we are just so excited. We love them.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum. Spectrum Internet offers speed and reliability, while advanced Wi-Fi gives you best-in-class security for all your connected devices. And Spectrum Mobile delivers unlimited talk, text, and data with nationwide 5G included. Switch now and get Spectrum Internet for $49.99, plus advanced Wi-Fi and one Spectrum Mobile Unlimited line free for 12 months. Start saving today. Visit Spectrum.com, a Spectrum store, or scan to call now.
To everyone who believes in tradition, come enjoy a few of ours from Wisconsin.
People in Wisconsin love a good fish fry.
Really love. And we love sharing it with guests everywhere.
At Culver's, we still batter our North Atlantic cod by hand to order.
And we cook it to a crispy, golden perfection just for you.
For you.
For you.
So it's crispy outside, flaky inside.
Let us take care of you.
With some homegrown traditions we were raised on.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Come on, Michael, come on. Catch the ball! Huddle up! Do you need to get your eyes checked?
Well, actually, here's the play. Stanton Optical makes glasses in 30 minutes. It's easy on 3. 1, 2, 3. Easy!
Hey! Come on, Michael, you got this! Come on, turn! Michael, catch! I can see! You did it! I did it!
30-minute glasses? Now that's an easy play. Stanton Optical. Easy's our thing.
Yo, you think Dallas's Power 4 gonna drop 30 tomorrow?
Why you tripping?
Did you see his mom made a post about going to the game?
What? Hold up. His mama gonna be there?
He's been averaging like 34 points a game when she's there.
At least 40 when she be on that Jumbotron.
He don't like to let his mama down.
Pick more, pick less. It's that easy. Cash in on your sports fandom with Prize Picks.
There's never been a better time for a fresh start with Feldco.
Jumpstart your home's upgrade this month with 40% off Feldco windows, siding, doors, and roofing. Warmer weather's on its way. Tackle your to-do list early and enjoy comfort and curb appeal all season long. Plus, no interest until 2025.
Let the experts at Feldco upgrade your home this season. But hurry, 40% off ends Thursday. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
AT&T says it's giving customers affected by last Thursday's outage a $5 credit. In a message sent to customers, the company apologized and said the credit is to, quote, help make it right. The FCC is investigating the outage, which AT&T says was caused by a technical error as it was trying to expand its network. The $5 credit will automatically be applied to customers' accounts within 2 billing cycles. United Airlines is the latest carrier to raise fees for checked baggage. The price for the first checked bag increased by $5 to $40. The second checked bag fee is now $45. That fee goes up to $50 for those who wait to check their bags at the airport versus online. The move comes just days after American Airlines also announced an increase to its checked baggage fees. Well, it's a leap year, and to mark February's extra day, Chipotle is dishing out free guacamole to its rewards members. This Thursday, members can type the code EXTRA24 to get their free guac with the purchase of an entree. Also, today until Thursday, Chipotle is offering the chance to win free guac for the year. But fans have to compete the scavenger hunt on the company's Instagram page to enter. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Matt Piper.
Here's a look at the stock report at the noon hour. The Dow is down 26, NASDAQ up 8, S&P 500 down 5. Up next, Pam is tracking today's ag prices, plus your full First Warn forecast. And then later on Live at 4, Will Loper checks out an oddball crime caper, drive-away dolls. Make sure to look out for that at 4.
Spectrum Internet delivers with fast and reliable speeds nationwide. So there's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum. Now get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi and a Spectrum Mobile Unlimited line free for 12 months. Visit Spectrum.com or call 844-242-1479. Spectrum Internet offers speed and reliability, while advanced Wi-Fi gives you best-in-class security and privacy for all your connected devices. And Spectrum Mobile delivers unlimited talk, text, and data with nationwide 5G included. Switch now and get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 with advanced Wi-Fi and one line of Spectrum Mobile Unlimited free for 12 months. Start saving today. Go to Spectrum.com, a Spectrum store, call 844-242-1479, or scan the call now.
Celebrate President's Day with Steinhoffels and indulge in the ultimate relaxation experience. Test rest a Beauty Rest Black mattress for your chance to win a dream vacation to Hawaii. Queen Beauty Rest mattresses start at only $399. Plus, save up to $1,000 on Beauty Rest adjustable base sets. And when you upgrade to the luxurious Beauty Rest Black, you'll get $300 in Steinhoffels cash and a $100 MasterCard rewards card. Shop Steinhoffels President's Day sale.
Hi, I'm Gary Canolti, and I'm inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Experience the Rhine River September 9th through the 20th. We'll cruise the scenic ride aboard a luxurious Amadeus cruise ship. Explore the splendors of Switzerland, Germany, France, and Amsterdam as we make our way down this spellbinding river. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword WISC, for more information and to watch a travel show. Or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
South Central, Wisconsin, where people unite for a brighter future and businesses thrive. And the food, oh, the food. Resilient, unwavering, always moving forward. Now, here's the deal. We've got our fair share of challenges, but here's the kicker. We own up to them. We advocate for change. We celebrate the good and we fix the bad. No settling, no backing down. That's our commitment to you. News 3 Now, always moving forward. The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Welcome back. Your time is 12:13. Let's now check in with Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report. Hi, Pam.
Hi, a great Monday out there with the weather that we've got going on. A lot of folks going to be excited to be out. Wisconsin maple syrup producers are ones that are monitoring this weather. More on that in just a moment. Let's start off with some celebration and congratulations to a farm just outside of Seymour, Wisconsin. Over the weekend during the annual Marble Seed Organic Farming Conference up in La Crosse, Full Circle Community Farm was recognized as the Organic Farmers of the Year. Now, this was a dairy farm, an organic dairy farm in the late 1990s, and then Rick Adamski, along with his partner Valerie Dantoine, decided to pivot towards grass-fed beef as well as organic produce. Their son Adam Adamski, along with Heather Toman and Scott Rosenberg, joined in as partners. They are recognized now as the Organic Farmers of the Year. I thought it was interesting. Scott Rosenberg, who is the fella on the left of the sign, he said it's verification that we're not crazy, that this is a business model that works. And I think sometimes, especially for those new entrepreneurs, just having their efforts, verified and supported by the community can feel pretty doggone good. Congratulations again. Full Circle Community Farm outside of Seymour, the Organic Farmers of the Year. I mentioned that this weather is on the minds of a lot of Wisconsin farmers, including our maple syrup producers. Now, they have had an extended season this year because of the mild weather in far northern Wisconsin. Some of the sugar shacks up there tell me they were already starting to tap trees at the end of December. Is this sudden warm-up going to be a problem for them? Well, according to Jesse Wagner with the Woods Sugar Bush in Manitowoc, he tells us probably not. He said 48 hours of temperatures in the 60s they can handle. If it was an extended stretch of 60s, then it probably would shut their season off. He said really what they're calling the sap they're collecting right now is bonus sap. He said normal season might have already concluded for a lot of maple sugar producers, but now they're just kind of gathering that extra sap, looking forward to maybe another tapping or two into the month of March. He said snow on the ground in March would be really welcome because then they'd even have more time to draw from those trees. Dairy markets today in Chicago, pretty robust. Barrel cheese up 5.5 at $1.67. 40-pound block cheese up 4 at $1.59. The double A butter, that's unchanged at $2.85 a pound. So maple syrup producers looking forward to the erratic weather. I think there's going to be a whole lot of mud around Wisconsin in the course of the next few days' time, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, thank you so much, Pam. Have a good rest of your Monday. We could see some of those record temperatures that Pam's talking about here and some severe weather tomorrow. Here's Jacob with the complete look at the forecast.
Thanks, Catherine. And even today, the record is not out of the question. Now, it doesn't look like we'll quite reach the record of 61, but we're going to be pretty close to that. But tomorrow, the forecasted high is a few degrees above the record, so it is likely we'll break the record tomorrow. But we do have that chance of some rain and a few severe thunderstorms, which is why we have put out the alert day. But after that system, it's going to be very cold, but only for one day, and it's going to rise right back up to mild temperatures by the end of the week. But here's a look at the alert day for areas near Madison and places south and east of Madison. But the best chances will be near that Illinois border in the southeastern portion of the state, mostly during the evening hours. Could see some in the early afternoon. So here's a look at the severe weather outlook. There's a marginal risk for portions of Dane County, portions of Greene County, and portions of Dodge. It's also, the marginal risk is for all of Jefferson and Rock counties, but the slight risk is further south in much of Illinois and the far southeastern portion of Wisconsin. So looking at the high wind probability, we have about parts of our area have about a 5% chance to see high winds within 25 miles of your location. That's also the case for the hail probability, with significant hail possible down to the south of us in Illinois, Indiana, and Michigan. Now here's a look at the tornado risk. Very, very unlikely we will see any of that, as it looks like the tornado risk will stay to the south and east of us. So taking you through the timing of the forecast, we're not going to see anything for about the next 24 hours. If you notice, it'll continue to be dry even by early Tuesday afternoon. By around 1 to 2 p.m., we're still going to see dry conditions, with some of those showers developing in the later afternoon and evening. And then during the evening hours, this is the best chance that we could see some of those thunderstorms, especially to the south of Madison and also to the east of Madison. The further north and west you're located, the less likely you will see those thunderstorms. And this may continue into the later evening. Those storms should clear out by around midnight. But as we look at the overnight hours for Tuesday, temperatures are going to plummet so quickly that we're going to see some snowfall by the time we get to Wednesday morning. Now, we'll only see about an inch of snow. We're not expecting to see any accumulation. It should clear out pretty quickly, even by as early as sunrise. But that temperature swing is going to be dramatic. So Tuesday at 4 p.m., we're expecting to see temperatures in the 60s. Then take a look at how quickly they're going to drop. So late evening will be in the 40s, 50s for the eastern portion of our area. By midnight, parts of our area will be in the 20s already, with Madison likely going to be in the 30s. And then as we get towards Wednesday morning, we're going to be in the teens. So we're talking about a possible 40 to 45 degree temperature drop in just 12 hours. Now, after Wednesday, it's going to rise right back up to above average as early as Thursday and continue to climb for next weekend. And next weekend, we could possibly break the records for then as well, as we are expect to see another chance of some showers on Monday. But outside of Wednesday, there is no end to the mild weather. But it is going to be a pretty alarming when we wake up Wednesday morning to those temperatures. It's going to be cold again Thursday morning, but during the afternoon hours, it will be fine. And as I mentioned, we could see record highs again by the end of next weekend. So pretty wild weather for the next 72 hours or so.
Yeah, it's strange to see Wednesday be the alarming day in that forecast with that temperature for sure.
Yeah, we're going to go from severe weather to snow within 12 hours possibly.
Wild. Well, thank you, Jacob, so much. Howard's in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen with a new way of preparing ravioli. Take a listen.
If your daily dinner routine is getting a bit too routine, then I have a pretty good feeling you're going to love what we're whipping up today. It's a quick throw together that starts with plum cheese ravioli and ends up with rave reviews. We start by cooking a package of frozen cheese ravioli according to the package directions. While this drains, we combine some Italian breadcrumbs with a few of our spice rack favorites. In another bowl, we beat an egg with a little milk. Now we dip our cooked ravioli into the egg and then into the breadcrumb mixture. Once they're coated, we fry them in a bit of vegetable oil until both sides are golden. And rather than serving these with a red sauce like normal, we'll toss them with some fresh spinach, along with some cherry tomatoes and a homemade sweet and sour walnut dressing. Does this ever look good or what? With each bite, you get the crunch and the cheesiness from the ravioli, the freshness from the salad, and the tang of the dressing. If you want to get out of your boring dinner routine, just look for Toasted Ravioli Dinner on our website. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a change of pace kind of way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Ahead at noon, Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company is here answering your plant and garden questions. Email those right now to tips@channel3000.com and we'll try to get them answered.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Do you suffer with pain, numbness, and tingling in the hands or feet? Commonly diagnosed as peripheral neuropathy? Are you taking drugs such as Lyrica or gabapentin that have serious side effects and often do not relieve your symptoms? Your doctor has told you you may just have to live with the pain. Peripheral neuropathy is a result of damage to the nerves, often causing burning, weakness, pain, numbness, tingling, and the most debilitating balance problems. Our facility uses multiple therapeutic methods to help give you relief from neuropathy symptoms with no injections and no drugs. You may start seeing relief after only a few sessions. To determine if your neuropathy symptoms can be relieved, we will do a consultation to evaluate the extent of your condition. Call us today to schedule your neuropathy consultation to find out if you're a candidate for our therapy. Call today.
This is me, and this was my stubborn body fat. My name's Adrian, and Sonobello changed my life.
Sonobello is America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist, and they permanently removed my body fat in just one visit.
After having 2 kids, my body, it changed a lot. I tried everything to lose the fat, but nothing seemed to work.
Sonobello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently on your stomach, back, chin, and more.
I've seen such dramatic results. My tummy is gone, my double chin is gone, and my hourglass shape is back. This was the mommy makeover that I deserved.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. Call 1-888-357-3263 or go to sonobello.com.
You wouldn't pour OJ this way, and you don't have to pour paint this way either. Try Dutch Boy Platinum Plus paint in the twist and pour container with a built-in spout. Easy to hold, open, and pour. Only at Menards. Dutch Boy paints make transforming your world easy.
Welcome back, 12:24 on your Monday. Lisa Briggs is here answering some of our questions.
Hello.
What'd you bring with you today? This is beautiful.
Yeah, this is a campanula. It's also called bellflower, and it could be a perennial in your yard if it's sited properly. But we have several sort of as-blooming houseplants, but are really perennial flowers in the garden center now. 'Tis the season. Everybody's getting more and more impatient, and the weather is not helping the impatience factor.
We got a lot of people asking us about that specifically.
Okay.
Starting off with Jim from Mineral Point, who asked, with the weather like it is right now, can I still trim my lilac bushes?
So you can trim lilacs anytime, Jim, but what you're going to do is, if you're trimming now, you're trimming off flowers, because lilacs set their flower buds pretty soon after they flower, so last summer. And if you trim them now, you're cutting those off. So if you can wait until after flowering, that's the best time to prune them. But if you need to now, it won't hurt the plant.
Okay, another weather-related question. Lorraine from Dane County asking, how soon can a person in our area plant seeds for root plants? So things like carrots, beets, potatoes.
Okay, so rooting plants, carrots, radishes, that kind of thing, rutabaga, those are best done direct sowed. So really you want to wait a little bit until the weather is more reliable. Potatoes, however, are in the family of tomatoes and peppers, eggplant. So even though they're a root crop, they are a warm weather plant. So you're not going to be planting that kind of stuff. I would say, depending on what the weather's doing, end of April, maybe mid-May. The last frost date here in the Dane County area is between the 10th and 15th of May, so we have some time to go.
Okay, so it seems like overall you got to be patient with this kind of weather right now, right?
I think that if you have like some raised beds, so your soil is warm, you could probably go ahead and try like radishes or peas, a lot of the leafy crops like lettuces and spinach, and see what happens. You start those from seed. You're not out a great deal of investment. Seed packets, you know, range between $3 and $5 a pack. So that would be kind of a fun thing to do, and you could get some fresh greens or some snappy radishes, get your peas a head start. But most other things you're going to want to wait on. Okay. Just because we just don't know what's going to happen.
Must be tough for people trying to navigate.
I'm trying to decide if we've decided this morning that the word unpatient seems more aggressive than impatient, but I think we're getting on the border of unpatient.
Makes sense. We have another question from Katie from Madison, who says she's got a pitcher plant, and she was wondering if she had any tips on caring for it.
So pitcher plants are a carnivorous plant. They're a lot like Venus flytrap. They're actually native to Wisconsin, and they like boggy situations. So you want to keep them pretty evenly moist and in a place where, you know, some people kind of feed them burger and that kind of thing, but they really don't need to be fed that often. So you could just rely on if you've got some, you know, fungus gnats or something like that in your house plants, they'll help take care of that.
Okay. One more question I think we have time for here. We have Russ, who's from Wanakee, who said that he's got some leftover spring bulbs he couldn't get planted in time in the fall, and he's storing them in his cold, dry garage right now. Can he plant them later this year, or are they goners?
It depends on what the shape is like, Russ, so give them a little squeeze. If they are dried out, throw them away. If they're getting mushy, throw them away. Otherwise, in your cold garage has given them a good chill period. I would, if they're in good shape, I would put them in some pots with some good potting soil and let them start to root instead of putting them directly into the ground when the ground is good.
And of course, anyone with questions
You can email us at plantdesk@brucecompany.com. We'd be happy to answer all your questions.
Lisa, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All this talk of weather, let's get one final look at the forecast from Jacob.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty wild the next 48 hours or so. We are going to possibly see record highs tomorrow, followed by some severe weather during the evening, especially south and east of Madison. And then overnight Tuesday, temperatures will drop so quickly we could see some snow before Wednesday, with warmer temperatures by the end of the week.